we got your goddamn fuel. We're done.
You're done? They're fucking dead! My people are all dead! We survived hammer strikes, the grubs, the whole damn war, and then you show up and I lose fucking everybody! You fucking con bastards! Everywhere you go, everything you do, it's always nothing but death, pain, and miseries, you piece of shit motherfucker!
I just lost my fucking brother, alright? You hear that? My brother! You and your tower and all this fucking emotion can go to hell!
I'm getting you out of here.
No, you're not. No, don't let her go. Don't ever let her go. Send me out with a bang.
I turned off the licensed music.
Goddamn fucking shit.
There might be some music right now. I don't know. Probably is.
Swipe, crap, and crap.
Yeah.
You can buy with the exposure the idols pay you in. Don't expect us to chip in.
I've told you before, the idols are trying to build a post-capitalist society where money is not a concept.
Yeah? Then why don't you go run off and join the commune?
I'm into showering. Are you gonna help me get the waffle maker or not?
As an investor, I don't like wasting money.
You're wearing a fucking bow tie.
Okay, I will throw in $20 for a waffle maker.
Nina?
Good for 10?
Who helped you move your forged paintings last month?
Fine, 15.
What sort of waffle maker can I get for $35?
Presumably one that makes fucking waffles?
Hey!
Now, Corporal, you are coming back to New Ephira. That is a direct order.
Well, Captain, screw your order. This isn't about you, it's about me. I need to fix this.
Broken! Beaten! Useless!
Enough.
When? When is it enough, Chief? When we're in there? Because that's where I belong. In there. With them. Worthless junk. Not this. I'm not you! I'm not a pilot! I'm not even a soldier, a marine! I'm a fraud.
My future, my hope, all my struggles, all my struggles, all my hopes. What will I do? I can't even raise up. Oh my God! If it doesn't oh my God!
They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. and welcome to my video on you know, gaming is dead, part 3, woke culture. Probably the second biggest thing that's killing gaming right now. Yeah, because man, we had so many great characters back in the day, which, you know, you can see their corpses on the floor. Then the ones that are kind of a part of why gaming is just in a bad place right now. Because even some of these characters that are on here, they're not bad characters. It's just they have woke agendas above them that stop them from being great characters compared to like our legacy characters, like, you know, Johnny from GTA 4, you know, Johnny Gat from, you know, Saints Row, like just all these legends that have been pushed aside. Master Chief, my favorite video game character of all time. Just all these characters, man, they've just been pushed aside for like just woke stories, woke characters. Just, it's just a mess because I want to, because some people might say, but more like this is what woke people say, or people who are just trying to shield themselves from bad writing or bad characters, stuff like that, just bad directors. But yeah, they tend to say like, you know, people are just racist, like they don't like diversity, they just want white people, stuff like that. But just for all these years, even to now, I'm gonna show you like some of the best characters that we've actually had. Like, man, like we had like flipping Sheva from Resident Evil 5, which people still love her now and wanted to come back. And, you know, we've got Rochelle from Left 4 Dead 2, another loved character. We've got Clementine, probably the best of all of them. Like, man, so well written, just done so well, just everything she goes through, like, man, like playing all the games from 2012 to now, man. If I ever had a daughter, I'll probably name her Clementine, man, because damn, she's a real G. Yeah, like she's a legend, man, video game legend. And just, you know, just getting to see it actually grow throughout the games, yeah, it's just, and the way how they end it is just like, mwah, perfectly done. And you got probably my favourite side character in a video game, Sergeant Johnson from the Halo games, the first 3 anyway, when Halo was good. Yeah, he's just a fucking badass, he's a legend. Like, he's the coolest character in a video game, if you're not counting, you know, Master Chief, who, you know, as main character, for me anyway. But yeah, he's a flipping legend. I just miss him, man. Every time I see his death now when I replay Halo 3, I'm just like, oh, because the last time I played it, I kind of had a tear in my eye. Because, man, I just miss great characters like this in video games. Like, side characters too, yeah. Like, damn. And then Lee Everett, the legend, man. Like, the one who basically got a better death, even though he was only in 1 season of, you know, the Telltale's Walking Dead, compared to Joel, who literally had basically 2 games, but he barely was in the 2nd game, and they just treat him so dirty, make him look like a villain, compared to Lee Everett, which, you know, he's had a bad past, but he got to like redeem himself and save this little girl to help her become a proper survivor and, you know, protect herself, and then, you know, all the things she does for other people too, and, you know, the little kid who she ends up looking after, just all that stuff. That's all because of Lee Everett, man, the legend. Probably definitely a better Joel. Like, I definitely love Lee Everett more than Joel, because, you know, Joel, he has a lot of flaws, but we just still love him, man. Just the lengths he was willing to go through to protect Ellie, man, because, you know, he had a daughter who died early in the apocalypse, and then he just saw his daughter in Ellie, and he just wanted to protect her. Yeah, because, yeah, I just hate how they did him in Last of Us 2, but yeah, let's move on. And for recent characters, Siri, yeah, a lot of people like her character. I haven't fully played Jedi Fallen Order, and probably not gonna get to play the new one until like probably next year, if I do get the PS5. So yeah, I just need to go back to Jedi Fallen Order and actually fully finish it. But I did like her character though, from what I played from the game. Like, she's a good character, and that's what I'm saying, man. We definitely have really good, diverse characters in video games. It's just when they're trying to, you know, push a message and, you know, try to move previous characters, especially white ones, aside for these newer, you know, different race characters. It's just a bit forcing it, not like them actually earning it. They just like force it because, hey, I'm this colour, and, you know, all the previous characters are trash compared to me. Like, just stuff like that. Like, it's in the movies as well, it's in comics, it's in everything right now. It's just terrible, man. Yeah, I hate it, man. Like, just pushing an agenda and stuff and everything, man. It's terrible. But like, another great one, you know, Aloy For lesbian characters, which, you know, I'm someone who doesn't really have a problem with her being a lesbian. I've kind of seen the clip of, like, from one of the DLCs. Is it? I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, where she ends up kissing someone. But I mean, I don't have a problem with that, man. As long as they don't ruin her character or anything, or push woke agendas and stuff. Because, you know, when I got to play Frozen Wilds, I mean Forbidden West. I don't know why I'm talking about Frozen Wilds from Zero Dawn, that DLC. Which I guess some people didn't like too, but yeah, Forbidden West, like, I mostly enjoyed it. There's maybe some times where, I'm not sure, does this feel a bit woke, but most of the time, like, you still had some great, you know, male, white characters, and they also had a black character too, who was also good without being woke. Like, that's what I appreciate, when they don't, you know, try to push a message and just make, you know, certain people, white men, just pushed to the side just because they're white and a man. And, you know, it's all about females being stronger than men and all that. It's just, I like when the characters actually earn their respect to make them legends, and, you know, Aloy is one of those modern legends. Yep. Okay. So yeah, when it comes to what games, Last of Us 2, with what they did to Joel, man, it's just, they did him so dirty, just pushed him aside, made him look like a big villain out of nowhere, like killing Abby's dad, just that awful writing that just came out of nowhere. Like, this guy must have no talent to just think of some random shit like that, and just the way how he designed the story was so stupid. I mean, I've said it already, to actually make all the fans, at least most, care about Abby, they should have kind of reversed the story where, instead of seeing Abby achieve her goal from the very beginning of the game, and also killing the character that we love, like, yeah, it's a bad choice. They should have made us actually care about Abby first, like, see her as a kid, and build up to the part where she loses her father, and then we find out it's Joel, and then also maybe build a relationship with Ellie and something, so when she betrays Ellie, it just, you know, you kind of understand, instead of, you know, the first time you play as her, you kill Joel, and then for the rest of the game, you don't care about her because you just hate her, and also making Ellie look like a villain by killing her people. And just the rest of Abby's story, which you play for most of the game, and I just feel like her story mostly doesn't really matter. It's because the only thing that's happening is that all of her people start dying. She's just trying to survive, basically. And she ends up saving these 2 Asian girls. One of them dies, but she ends up, you know, protecting one of them like with all the power she can, because there is some good writing in their character. It's just because of the woke agenda stuff. Yeah. Pushing Joel aside for Abby, just... Even Ellie, man, like, because they even ruined Ellie, just making her so vengeful and just making her look like a villain, like Joel and Ellie just villains. I just hate that, man. It's terrible writing. Because at this point, I understand why she spared Abby, but it's just, just how far they made her look bad, to the point where she kills like a pregnant lady. But then, you know, that's not really her fault, man. Like, she's a dumbass for going into battle while she's pregnant, like, Jesus Christ. But move on. Yeah, since I've said enough about that game. Gears 5, another one where, another great character, but a lot of people don't like her because how she basically takes over from not just Marcus, but even the previous lead, like the previous modern lead, JD, Marcus's son, just make him look bad as well. I just hate woke games doing this. Like, they just make the previous characters look bad, and then they just make this newer character, you know, look more good, even though she was like a side character and stuff. But I liked Kate in the first game, and I mean like Gears 4, but then when they force her to be the main character and make her annoying, stuff like that, and just make us not like her, because there's parts where I do respect her because of everything she goes through, but it's just some of that bullshit they do, man. I just hate it where they're just forcing you to follow her, even though like sometimes she's not even in the right, and not really making the right decisions, compared to JD where he makes one mistake and everybody hates him. It's bullshit, man. Yeah, they need to redeem him in Gear 6 if they're actually going to have a good story this time. Same for Kate, because for the fans who don't like Kate like me, they could actually give her a good story, so you know, most of us can actually care for it. It's just, yeah. Oh man, I hate woke writing, and you just look at the image, you know why this is so wrong. Flipping women fighting in World War II, like what? That's so accurate to history. Yeah. Just a lot of the bullshit in this game that I've seen, like, oh my god, it don't make no sense. Just some of the dumb stuff I've seen, man. And just when it comes to flipping, you know, TV shows as well on Netflix, like that Cleopatra, making the black and stuff, just all that stupid shit, just making the men look terrible people, look like terrible people, and they did nothing compared to Cleopatra. I'll get to, you know, probably movies and TV shows when it comes to work stuff, but yeah, don't need to say much about this. And then Valhalla, basically the same thing, flipping female Viking, like what? What? I mean, there was probably strong women in those times, but to be an actual Viking, you're taking the piss, and they make her the main Viking as well for the Valhalla series, and I just don't like the game anyway because the gameplay is just shit to me. And that's just me. If you like the game, then that's good, but for me, it's just I didn't like the gameplay. I'm more a fan of the older games. They had the best gameplay, and I just hope they don't mess up with Mirage as well, but I just can't even trust them anymore, so I'm just gonna have to wait for reviews, I guess. Yeah. And yeah, this is what I kind of miss. I mean, obviously not every character has to be right, but we just had so many great ones, and then, you know, the woke culture comes into gaming and just, hey, we can't have this many white characters in games, so we need to have more diverse characters but then they also add like woke agendas to it, like because we had so many great characters, Jason from Far Cry, Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell, just Nathan Drake from Uncharted, just at least Nathan Drake at least got a good ending and didn't die or anything. Yeah, just so many legendary characters, Max Payne, Shepard, Big Boss, just all of them, man. So many legends, and you know, just how some of them have been treated in recent years as well. Like, you know, for example, Frank West, how they completely destroyed his character. If that's supposed to be the same Frank West, because some people have theories that it's a different Frank West, it's an imposter, like Hank East. But yeah, we just had so many great characters back in the day. I mean, I didn't even, like, back then, I didn't even care about colour. I just cared about playing good games that had a good story, good characters, just being fun, man. That's really all that mattered. But then all these casuals come, and these journalists come, and then they just completely ruin gaming, make stories shit, make characters shit, just, the agendas and everything. It's just, I hate it, man. And yeah, that's really all I got to say, man, for the woke era. I just hope someday it's coming to an end. I mean, we're starting to see, when it comes to movies, things are actually getting better for movies, but I hope someday they can get out of this situation with gaming. And yeah, that's all I've got to say for now, guys. What do you think about woke culture in gaming? Do you think it'll ever change, or do you think it's going to be here for another long time? But yeah, appreciate if you guys leave a like. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.